All this stuff is going down. It's hard to keep up, is it not? So let's catch up and let's talk about what's really going on in terms of the Trump agenda in Black America. Come on in, everybody. Great to see you. Listen, it's hard to keep up with everything that's happening, is it not? Every day, another shoe drops. Every day, something else crazy and unprecedented happens. But if you take a 5,000-foot level look at everything, you will see how what's happening right now is especially hitting Black America. And that's exactly what I want to talk about tonight. So let's come on in, have a couple of comments and discussions about that. Hey, 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 Big Mike. Hey there, Bison for Life. How you doing? Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on. Hey there, Money Love. How you doing? Listen, I want to know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Is there anybody here that's been impacted so far by all of the craziness that's going on? Let's kind of review, right? So, ultimately he came in. Well, first thing he did was, release all of his thugs that were in prison. And let me just say that that was not an inconsequential thing. And I believe that's part of the plan. I believe that's part of his intimidation tactics to have them out, knowing that they can exercise violence and nothing happens to them. Okay. That's part of the plan. Then he went straight after DEI throughout the federal government. But he went further than that. If you read his executive orders, he specifically also directing and directing private industry around it, basically trying to intimidate them around it. He can't make anybody do anything, but he's trying to intimidate them with the language. Well, here's what I will say writ large, what I'm saying. He is getting away with doing a lot of things that are illegal and nobody's stopping him. Okay. Well, I will say that there has been a couple of judges that have stood up that have stopped or at least slowed things down. But the fact of the matter is he is trying it. So, for example, the birthright citizenship is actually built into the Constitution. It's one of our constitutional amendments. You can't just write an executive order and nullify a constitutional amendment, but he tried it. Just like trying to do a memo to say that all federal funding is frozen for all sorts of programs, doing everything from paying for childcare for people to going out to colleges and universities, just all sorts of institutions have been impacted all across the country. Presidents have no lawful power when it comes to the purse strings. That is specifically in the purview of Congress, but he tried it and he's apparently doing it. And they're not stopping him yet. Danger, 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 stranger danger. Okay, this is not normal. This is pretty effing far away from normal. Then he's doing the dumb shit, renaming the Gulf of Mexico, which will always be in my lexicon, the Gulf of Mexico. Why? Why? I think sometimes he does stuff just to show that he can do stuff and to show that I think it gives him some sort of cheap thrill to see that he has the people actually do what he tells them to do, no matter how ridiculous it is. So now you have Google Maps actually literally changing it on all their maps to the Gulf of America. Why? Who made him king of the world? How does that happen? I'm going all into a lot of tangents right now, but what I want to show you, it's not really a tangent. What I'm trying to show you is all of these unchecked, uninhibited, extra legal actions that he's taking right now and getting away with it. And I want you to understand that this is just like a child. If you have a small child and they keep pushing the boundaries and keep pushing the boundaries and keep pushing the boundaries, are they going to stop on their own? Or do at some point you have to step in as the parent and stop them? Right? The problem is there are no parents. And I believe what he is trying to do is he's continuing to push the boundaries, to push the boundaries, to push the boundaries. And he is testing his power. He's seeing everything that he can get away with. And unfortunately, it's a whole hell of a lot. And there's already been cataclysmic circumstances with what he's done thus far. I don't know about you, but I've heard from people who have lost contracts, who have been told by this administration no need to apply for any future federal contracts because I see in your history you've done D&I. I have people that I work with, a client of mine who lost a contract not because she even worked in DE&I, but because she had a contract with a college that had their funding snatched because of his memo, that now he's taken back the memo, but he's still saying that, oh, we're going to still go ahead and take the money. I want to quickly, and I heard from someone today who was contacted by her law school, and it's a HBCU, and they're having problems placing their students because a lot of the students who were in the process of getting job offers are now having their job offers reneged. A lot of their students who were in the process of looking to gain federal employment are now being turned away. I think it's very important that we recognize all that's going on here. This is a full-out attack on Black economic power. I cannot say that enough. They're looking to undermine and destroy Black businesses, the Black middle class, even the ascending sort of Black middle class, if you're talking about what's going to happen to those kids who are now in college, who can't get jobs. I mean, think about what he is doing. When will we know if Kennedy will get confirmed? We probably might know that, I think, by tomorrow. And that's a great example there. And he's nominating all these people that have zero qualifications. Kennedy has not one bit of experience with anything having to do with health. He's not a former doctor. He doesn't have any degrees in it. He's just some quack that doesn't believe in vaccines. That's how he got there. And he has a lot of money that he didn't earn. He was birthed into. So all of these merit people don't have merit, including Donald himself. He's rich because his daddy was rich, and he still managed to go bankrupt 6 times. I mean, I could go on and on. There's so many of them in there that are absolutely ridiculously unqualified. His vice president too. But here is what I will say largely. This is my theory about what's going on. And then I'm going to go. I'm not going to keep y'all on long. What's happening now, mark my words, a couple of things are happening at the same time. What's happening now is not an attempt to put in place a policy agenda. What's happening right now is an attempt to completely reorder society. Please hear me when I say this goes beyond a policy agenda. This is a desire to restructure and reorder society. Why else would you look to undermine, disrupt so many business owners? Even right now, trying to get 2 million federal employees to resign, knowing good and damn well he has no power to pay them. Claiming that he's going to buy out their contracts. How? How, Sway? Are you going to do that yourself? There is no budget item for that that's gone through Congress. He has no power to pay them. What he is trying to do is empty out as much of the federal workers as he can so that he can refill those positions with his minions and stiff them on the back end by not paying them anything. That's what he's trying to do. That's also an attack on Black America, because guess what? Black Americans are disproportionately employed by the federal government because we have a history of being discriminated against significantly in private industry. So for years, the federal government was the gateway to the Black middle class for many Black Americans. And there's still sort of this sort of saying in the Black community, go get a good government job, right? So we're disproportionately represented there. This is part of the plan. This is a multifaceted attack on Black economic power, from those who are employed in the federal government to those who receive federal contracts, to those who have other businesses that have been able to get connections and get business with corporations, in part because of their supplier diversity efforts. It is a full out attack on all of those things. And it's attack on our young people who are looking to get educations. Right now, he does not have Pell Grants and student loans included in the funding that he was trying to pull back the other day. But I don't trust that big ass as far as I could throw him. Tomorrow, he could wake up and decide he wants to include it. And even if he doesn't, from the information that I got today from someone that's looking for help for young law school students who are just about to graduate, who are having job offers rescinded, who are having internship opportunities rescinded, who are not getting callbacks from federal jobs that they were in line to potentially receive now because of Beelzebub. This is meant to disrupt our economic power for generations. Do not underestimate what is happening here. I find it baffling how many of us are just walking around like this is business as usual. This is a freaking crisis. They have us in their crosshairs. All you have to do is look what they do, not what they say. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are targeting. Look at who is feeling the negative effects. And this is just what, day 8? What the hell you think is going to happen for the next 4 years? I just need to get on here and rant tonight because we need a freaking wake-up call. This ain't normal. This is not normal. This is an existential threat to the economic power of the Black community. And you better recognize, wake up, stop sleepwalking. It's bigger than boycotting any one store. I need you guys to understand the systemic nature of what is happening here. I know we have talked a lot about the need for economic, collective economics in this moment. At least I know I've talked about that a lot. But I am in the process of designing something that's meant to make sure that we have the ability to work together strategically moving forward and that we will be okay. I'm looking to put together something that's going to allow us to build our own networks that we can support one another within, not only in terms of collective economics, but also how can we come together more strategically with collaborations, with partnerships, so that we can be better positioned to take advantage of whatever opportunities remain. We are going to have to work together more in a new environment that, quite frankly, quantitatively will definitely have significantly less opportunities than what our businesses are taking advantage of or were taking advantage of just a few weeks ago. Listen, I have more to share about that. If you want to learn more, put Revolution in the comments. I will find you. I will inbox you. I will give you more details, but just know I'm cooking up something that is meant to provide a space for us to be able to work together collectively to respond and make sure that our businesses grow in this moment instead of being destroyed in this moment, because that is exactly what the modus operandi is. This is not normal. I feel like this is a 5-star alarm and we just need to wake up. They are trying to undermine our success. Listen, I would say we have not seen a more broad scale coordinated attack like this on our economic power since post-Reconstruction, since they burned down Black Wall Streets. Like this is similar to that. It's at that level. We have to move differently in this moment. We have to move more strategically in this moment, and we have to figure out how can we leverage each other's networks in a way that we can all benefit more. What are we going to do about it well, it's exactly what I'm saying, Jason. So I will inbox you. I just said I'm doing something about it. So if you're interested in learning more, I will inbox you and let you know. Okay, I've seen numerous opportunities with worth exploiting during this current season. And strategic thinking is necessary, and I'm willing to support this level of thinking. Absolutely, because we have to. Jason, do you have do you have a business? Because it's relevant if you have a business. Let's, I don't know. Hey there. Thank you. I will be in touch with you. But here's what I want you guys to know. We're going to have to move differently. We're going to have to move together. Just be careful. The bit of advice I will need to share with you right now that I can share just openly and honestly with you. Think broadly about if you're a business owner. If you are a business owner in the sort of consulting or space right now or something like that, where you are being, or God forbid, you're in the DE&I space and you don't even know what the hell you're going to do at this moment, just know that this is a moment when you're going to have to start to think a little bit more broadly about your businesses. I don't care what kind of business that you have. You're going to have to think more creatively. This is going to be a moment of innovation, and evolution, because we're going to have to shift to where the opportunities are in this moment. And we're going to have to be a lot more competitive because of what's just happened or what is happening. There will be fewer opportunities. Just mathematically, there will be. And I really think it's important that somebody starts to call to task. There needs to be a collection of how many businesses these actions are negatively impacting. For the pro-business party, it's interesting how much they're doing to destroy businesses. But I guess they don't care about these businesses because they assume that they're all Black. They're not all Black, but that's what they probably assume. You are welcome, Terry. All right. With that said, you guys, I will be in touch. I will let you guys know. But once again, if you see this, I'm going to jump off. I'm not staying here. And you want to know more about what I am creating, I would love to be able to share with you some details. I see a couple of you have Revolution in the chat. I will definitely reach out to you. Others, if you have it, let me know, and I will reach out to you too, because we're going to have to move differently in this season. Business as normal will not get normal results in this moment. We're going to have to move different, and we're going to have to move collectively in order to survive this onslaught. All right? And do more than survive it, to come out of it swinging and in very good condition, perhaps maybe even better conditions, if we take advantage of the opportunity that typically can be found in the middle of every crisis. We just have to find it. Okay? All right, you guys, wonderful chatting with you this evening. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will chat with you later. I know I've been a little bit haven't been doing as many lives this week. That's because I've been doing my training. So if you've been in my training, Evolution Revolution 2025, we have a couple more days left. If not, it's not too late for you to sign up. You can go to evolutionrevolution2025.com. Tomorrow night, I'll be teaching around how to develop your sort of thought leadership strategy for how to position yourself as compared to others. Friday, I'll be talking about growing a monetizable network. So if you're still interested in joining us, you can go to evolutionrevolution2025.com. Okay. Otherwise, then after that's gone, I'll be back more often with my lives. Okay. But that said, you are most welcome. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll chat with you later. Take care, everybody. Bye.